Hello everyone. Welcome to the next lecture on the memory-based question. Today, I will explain you how you can solve the complex analysis questions. Myself, Dr. Harish Garg. You can follow and subscribe my YouTube channel where you can find the previous lectures related to the solutions like linear algebra, linear programming problem, real analysis, and many more lectures available in this playlist. You can follow and subscribe my YouTube channel. If you really want to join with me, you can scan and join my this WhatsApp group. I have created the 5th WhatsApp group, which is always a free to every student. Now, in this lecture, I will explain you the different questions, I will explain you the 4 questions. I will explain the 4 questions that come from the part B as well as the part C. Remember students, these are the memory based questions. Whatever the questions I have received from the students, I put up in front of you. I don't know whether the statements are accurate or not. So I assume that it's accurate statement and I can solve these questions for you. The first question is related to the part B. The second question is related to the holomorphic functions that come under the part C. That means you can get the 4.75 marks. Third question is related to the integrations. Again, it comes under the part C. You will get the 4.75 marks. And the last question is again related to the integrations, which is asked in the part C. Again, you can get the 4.75 marks. How you can solve each question within the 1 minute time periods. I believe that all these 4 questions are very easy and you can easily solve all these questions provided if you already watch my previous lectures that I uploaded. You can see 55 plus questions I had uploaded related to the residue, like for this question number 4th, this question number 3rd. For solution of these 2 questions, you can easily get through my this lecture PY question of the residue. And if you want more examples, you can see this residue type 1, type 2, type 3 and 4. On the other hand, if you really want to know how you can solve these holomorphic functions, analytic functions, how you can solve this question within the 1 minute, you can watch or you must watch my lectures on the Schwarz Pick lemma, Schwarz lemma and the PY questions series. Fine. चल जल्दी से स्टार्ट करते हैं इस क्वेश्चंस को. बट स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर आपने अभी तक मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं करा है, जल्दी से चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए एंड क्विकली लाइक ऑन दिस वीडियो एज वेल. So let's start with the first question. F is a function from the C to C such that F is my sin square Z plus cos square mod of Z. देखिए बच्चों, आपको ये सब लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप सब कुछ कैलकुलेशन दिमाग में कर सकते हो. मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं इसलिए आई विल राइट एवरीथिंग. नाउ यू कैन सी Z is my complex number. Fine. Once Z is my complex number, what is the mod of Z? Mod of Z is my real number. Is it okay? So therefore ये quantity क्या हो गई आपकी? That number will be my real number. But sin is my complex number. Sin square is also the complex number. That means this number is my complex variable. So can you say f is a real valued function? No, f is not a real function. Why? Because sin square Z is my complex number. The first option is a real valued is the wrong option. F of Z is equal to 1 for all Z is 1. F we all know sin square Z plus cos square Z is 1 for all Z. But make sure the angle Z and Z both must be same. But यहाँ पे आप देखिए Z and mod of Z, they are different. So once they are different, they can never be 1. आप कोई भी एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हो. यू कैन सिंपली चूज, लेट्स से Z is iota. Then what is the value of the f of Z? Sin square iota. What is the sin square iota is? Iota square sin hyperbolic square 1 cos square. What is the mod of Z is 1. So clearly say this number is my minus sin hyperbolic square 1 plus cos square 1, which is not equal to 1. Second option is also cancelled. Look at the third option. Whether f is entire or not. We all know sin of Z is my entire function. Fine. Cos of Z is also my entire function. But mod of Z is not entire function at z is equal to 0. But you can see your domain is a complete C. अगर डोमेन में ऐसा कुछ लिखा होता तब जो इंटायर हो जाता, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ नहीं लिखा. दैट मीन्स दिस फंक्शन इज माई नॉट इंटायर. फाइन. Sin square z is my entire function. So what does it implies? F is not entire. Fine. So F is not entire is correct option. Look at the last options. F has infinitely many zeros on the imaginary axis. What is the imaginary axis is? Iota of y. Fine. If I substitute iota y, what is the value of sin square iota y? That will be minus sin hyperbolic square y plus what is the absolute value of the iota y is cos square y. Now for the zeros, what you can do, I can take it as a 0, which implies cos square y minus sin hyperbolic square y is equal to 0, or you can say they are same. Now always remember y is my real. Cos square y is my real, so that function is my bounded function. Fine. However, sin hyperbolic is my unbounded function. Is it okay? And we all know sin hyperbolic x is my 0, provided x is my real, then x is my 0 is the only solution. However, if x belongs to the complex number, then x will be n pi iota is my solution. Fine. लेकिन यहाँ पे y आपका रियल है. cos square y is my bounded function, so I can write 0. Fine. तो cos square y की जगह पे मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? sin hyperbolic square y. तो ये कब satisfied होगा? Whenever x is real, the only solution is my y is equal to 0. That means only you will get the finite solution. But he said infinitely many solutions. C is the only right answer of this problem. Look at the next question. F is a holomorphic functions on the unit disk capital D to capital D, where capital D is collection of all those mappings such that mod of z is less than 1, such that f of minus half is 0. Then your target is to find the derivatives and so on. क्या दिमाग में आता है जब भी आपको यूनिट डिस्क के बारे में कहा गया हो? Either you can apply the Schwarz lemma or you can apply the Schwarz Pick lemma. This is a Schwarz lemma or Schwarz Pick lemma. Fine. दोनों कब कब अप्लाई होते हैं? Schwarz lemma is applicable only when f of 0 is equal to 0 given. Schwarz Pick lemma is applicable when f of a is equal to b given, where a and b are any real numbers. Now you can see this number is my a. तो इसका मतलब आपको क्या अप्लाई करना है? Schwarz Pick lemma. So what is the condition of the Schwarz Pick lemma? There are the two conditions of the Schwarz Pick lemma. The first one is f of z minus f of a divided by 1 minus f of a, f of z, which is less than equal to z minus a divided by 1 minus. Fine. This is the first condition. And second condition is on the derivative, f dash of a is less than equal to 1 minus f of a square divided by 1 minus a square. You can compare the equality with f of a is equal to b. What is my a? A is my minus half. So सबसे पहले मैं C और D option को solve करता हूँ because they are related to the derivatives. So if I substitute a is my minus half, which is less than equal to 1 minus f of minus half is 0, 1 minus 1 over 4. So that number will be 3 by 4, 4 over 3. F derivative minus half will be 4 by 3. So the correct option is C is the correct option, or D is the correct option. C option is cancelled out. Fine. Now look at the first option. I can take Z is my minus 1 over 5 and A is my minus half. The left hand side will be Z is minus, f of A will be 0 divided by 1 minus 0, which is less than equal to A minus B minus minus plus 1 minus minus plus and again minus. So that number will be 3 by 10, 9 over 10. That number is my less than equal to 1 over 3. So A is my correct option, B is the wrong option. So A and D are my correct options of this problem. आप इन क्वेश्चन को बड़े आसान से सॉल्व कर सकते हो अगर आपने ये लेक्चर सुने होते तो. अगर अभी भी नहीं सुने, यू कैन वॉच, यू कैन गो थ्रू माई दिस PY क्वेश्चन सीरीज प्लेलिस्ट. यू कैन फाइंड दिस लेक्चर्स एंड ट्राई टू लर्न इट इजी मैन. उम्मीद करता हूं आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब और वीडियो को लाइक जरूर करो. Okay, now these two questions are related to the integrations. Whenever you look about the integration, your target is to find the residues. Fine. चलिए सबसे पहले इसको कंटूर बना लेते हैं. Mod of z is less than equal to 1 और इसका z minus center is 1 plus iota, radius is 1. तो दोनों की डायग्राम बना लेते हैं. First one is center is 0, radius is 1. So that circle is my gamma 1. Similarly, you can find for the second circle, center is 1, 1. Fine. This number is my 1. This number is my 1. Radius is again 1. So that will be my 2. So you can go. Fine. This is my fine. Now your target is to find the value of z sine. So there are the two ways. Either you can find the pole and then find their residue. Fine. Otherwise, second way is we can expand and look at the coefficients of 1 over z. लेकिन मैंने आपको शॉर्टकट ट्रिक्स में क्या बताया था इस लेक्चर में, जब भी आपके पास whenever you have the sine, whenever you have the cos, whenever you have the cot, whenever you have the tan, exponential, you always apply the special functions. So how you can apply the special function? I can expand the series of the sine z minus z cube over 3 factorial and so on. I can take on z is my common, then 1 minus z square over 6 and so on. I can take on 1 over sine of z. It will be 1 over z. I can apply the binomial. So it becomes plus and so on. Fine. Now I need a 1 over z also. I can divide it by z. It will be z square. Fine. So from here you can also see z is equal to 0 is my double pole. हालांकि इसमें ऑप्शन नहीं पूछा, बट अगर यहाँ पे ई में पूछ लिया जाता z is equal to 0 is simple pole. Fine. And z is equal to 0 is my double pole. So you can see the F option is the correct, E option is the wrong option. Fine. Chaliye, anyhow, what does the meaning of that? You can find the residue of the function 1 over z sine z. What is the residue at the point 0? There is no coefficient, is my 0. Fine. Now look at the gamma 1. 0 kahan lie karta hai? 0 lies inside the region. So the answer will be 2 pi iota into residue. Residue is my 0. Answer is 0. So for the gamma 1, answer is 0. 2 pi iota is cancelled. Look for the gamma 2. Where is the 0? 0 lies outside the domain. 0 lies outside the gamma 2. Therefore, 1 over z into sine z is my analytic function. Once the function is analytic, then the integration of the function is my 0. So C option is the correct, D option is the wrong answer. So correct options are A and C. अगर आपके पास pole भी है, then F is also the correct options. Fine. Look at the next one. Again, you can see it's a circle. So I can write is a z minus 2 plus iota is less than of R. Fine. And you can find this. If you remember what is the shortcut tricks I have tell you. If you have the function f is a tan of bz, what is the value of the residue of the function is always 0. Whenever you have the function is a cot of bz, then residue of the functions at all the pole is a over b. यही तो बताया था ना आपको. Clear? Now you can see what are the poles of the tangent. That is a sine over cos. So the poles are my pi over 2, 3 pi over 2 and so. Clear? सबसे पहले इसका डायग्राम बना लेते हैं. Firstly, r is equal to 1. Center is my 2, 1. This is my 2, 1. Center is 1. Sorry, r is equal to 1. First case is r is 1. So that will be 1, 2, 3. Fine. So that is my, that is, just wait, r is equal to 1. So that start from fine. This is the circle of when r is equal to 1. Now look at that. Pole pi by 2. Where is the pi by 2 lies? Pi by 2 is 1.57. Where the 1.57? 1.57, it may lies inside or it here. So how you can check? I can substitute the value 1.57 minus 2 minus iota. So what is the value of this is? It will be 0.43 plus 1. Is it less than 1? No, because I have taken r is 1. That number is greater than 1. So that means the 1 point, or you can say the pi by 2 lies outside the circle. Outside the circle C whenever r is equal to 1. So once it lies outside, that means the function is analytic. Once the function is analytic, the value of I is 0 whenever r is equal to 1. So that means A, B, both options are cancelled. अगर इसमें ये पूछ लिया जाए what is the residue of the f, f is my 10, then the answer is 0. Fine. Anyhow, look at the second options. Whenever r is equal to 2, when r is 2, again you can draw the diagram. Fine. The center is 2, center is 1. Fine. Whenever r is equal to 2, radius is my 2, so it starts from the 0 up to the 4, and then radius is 2, it's a minus of 1, then it's come to the 3. So that will goes to 0. Yes, it's passed through the 0. So it look like, say, this one. Fine, this number is my 3. Now you can check whether pi by 2 is lies inside the circle. So you can see pi by 2 is 1.57 minus 2. So the value will be root of 0.43 square plus 1. Definitely it will be less than of 2. Whether the 3 pi by 2 lies, how many residues we will see? Again you can see the 3.3 into pi by 2. ये कितना हो जाएगा आपका? 3 into 1.57. That will be 4.7 minus 2 minus iota. So that will be 2.71 square plus 1. That can never be less than 2. तो इसका मतलब पोल क्या होगा इसका? The only pole is pi by 2 that lies inside the circle. तो final answer कितना हो जाएगा आपका? If the only pole lies inside this pi by 2 or residue, so therefore your answer will be 2 pi iota into 1, because 10 के साथ coefficient इसका क्या हो गया? 1. So 2 pi iota into 1. That is a C is the right answer. D option is the cancel option. So that is a C is the only right answer of this particular problem. So you can see all these questions you can easily solve only based on this my PY questions series. If you are really interested to join, you can again scan and join my WhatsApp group. I hope you can share this video with your friends. I will upload the next lecture very soon. Till then, you can share this video with your friends, like and comment on the videos. Happy learning always. Best wishes. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thanks for the watching. Bye. Goodbye.